Dzień dobry, z tej strony Malwin, witam i zapraszam do kolejnego odcinka z Mass Effecta jako zła kobieta. Ostatnio...
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Ostatnio uratowaliśmy koleżankę, która jest najlepszym sposobem, nie mogę się wysłowić, która posiada w sobie geny, dzięki którym można zrobić szczepionkę na genofagium. Tak, udało mi się wysłowić. Cześć, shepard. Minęło trochę czasu. Dobrze widzieć, że udało ci się odlecieć z ziemi i że jest twą liarą. Opuszczanie jej starej łajby było najlepszą opcją. Nie potrafię wyrazić, jak bardzo miałem dosyć tej kajuty, a wiem kto to jest, ten przyjaciel, którego ratowaliśmy w dwójce i potykanie się o tę sondę. Nie mam pojęcia, jakim cudem ciągle mnie odnajdywała, mimo że wyłączyłem jej moduł śledzący. Wykopałem dla ciebie trochę przydatnych informacji. Niech klip posortuje te dane. Mam nadzieję, że ci się przydadzą. Robi się naprawdę nieprzyjemnie. Feron. Trzymanie pozycji. Major Kirche. Panie komandor, dobrze było cię znów zobaczyć na Surkeszu, nawet mimo mało sprzyjających okoliczności. Los musiał postanowić, że nasze spotkania na zawsze będą się odbywać przy okazji zagrożenia dla galaktyki. Coś w tym jest. Niech tak będzie. Z tej przyczyny chciałem ponownie podkreślić, że OZDS pomoże ci niezależnie od sytuacji politycznej. Gdy my byliśmy w potrzebie, otrzymaliśmy pomoc od ciebie. Niecierpliwie czekamy na szansę spłacenia tego długu. Wszystkiego dobrego. Major Kircha, 3. Regiment Infiltracyjny, oddział do zadań specjalnych. No i G. Mamy ludzi.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Cieszę się.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere.
To brzmi jak
Out here,
świetnisko.
it's like living out of a shoebox.
And this is just with a skeleton crew. You should see this ship when it's fully staffed.
Oh, no, Commander. I'm not complaining. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Zawsze coś.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
Ale to jest wtedy złota klatka. Ale dobra, kto co lubi, tak? Kto co lubi. Joker, proszę cię, miej jakiegoś suchara pod ręką. Potrzebuję go teraz. I to bardzo.
The Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and... No, that's about it. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Nie, Kroganie to będą naszą... Znaczy to jest mięso armatnie, ale nie chcę tego mówić w ten sposób.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love.
Dzięki.
Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Coś w tym jest.
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
Aha.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs
So?
over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
A
The Krogan will
logistyka.
also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard. Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
O, zaczynam się martwić o załogę. Ale tak, logistyka z przetransportowaniem kręgan będzie kłasko trudna. No to głównie dlatego, że zarówno Quarianie, jak i Turianie są chyba jedynymi rasami w Cytadeli, znaczy Quarianie nie są, które potrzebują innej żywności. Teraz szybkie ZW. Okej, kontynuując, podeszłem trochę do Iliary.
Still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Coś tyle dobrego.
Perhaps we can talk later.
No. Zapiski brytyjskie, jeśli Jawik mówi prawdę, jego rasa składała się z imperialistów. Tak! Którzy siali grozę w całej galaktyce. Sądzę też, że nie zastanowiłby się nawet na chwilę nad poświęceniem nas wszystkich, gdyby mógł dzięki temu wrócić do dawnych czasów. Zrobiłby to bez mrugnięcia, to jest pewne. Przejrzałam, dawne zapiski są takie dziecinne. Może mieliśmy romantyczną wizję Protea, bo czerwała nas pozostawiona przez nich technologia? Czy tak prezentowała się rasa, której badaniu poświęciłam całe życie? Cóż, czuję się tak samo, patrząc na ludzi, którzy się zachwycają egipską mitologią, kiedy przeczyta ich hieroglifami. Przepraszam, bije mi się sianankiem. Co ja... bo egipska mitologia jest tak dziwna, jest tak odklejona, bym powiedział, i ludzie, którzy się dla mnie tym zachwycają, są dziwni, po prostu dziwni. Nie polecam się w to zagłębiać, ja tylko przeczytałem parę przetłumaczonych rzeczy i już żałowałem. Już bardziej wolę mitologię grecką. E-mail profesor Tikeszy do doktora Odulo. Obdzwoniłem każdy z składów w okolicach Tyga w poszukiwaniu czystej planety na godzinę głównego spostu urządzenia. To, co mieliśmy ledwo wystarczyło na powleczenie automatu do kawy, gdzie później podlatuje statek z 16 tonami platyny, prezentem od handlarza cieni. Statek ruszył potem szukać innych surowców do projektu, a jego kapitan przysłał mi potem maila, że handlarz będzie na bieżąco rozpoznawał nasze potrzeby. Świetnie, ale zaraz poszukam podsłuchów w komputerze. To nic ci nie da. Ulepszenia. Dodatkowych nie mam. Smutne. Sona mi nic nie powie. Liara też mi nic nie powie.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Ja.
Enjoy your day.
Dzięki, morda. Znota Garus. Garus?
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
Mówiłeś to w dwójce
So
już.
I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal.
Czemu nie?
Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Tak.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Morton still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Not right now.
Ostatnio robiłem shorta właśnie z Mass Effecta 2 i tam Gary wspominał o tym, że korganki lecą na blizny. Nie spodziewałem się tego dialogu.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Biedny Garus.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
Ej, Mordin to
This
dobra morda.
one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
Zaufaj mu w
He
Rex.
was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap. Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand, but my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Też mogłeś zostać.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
Nie dziwię się.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
Rex jest inny, ja też
We owe a
zresztą.
lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
No.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets, so when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
To brutalne.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Zgadza się. Nie wolno się
What do you
podawać.
think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
Wiem.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Nie.
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Dzięki.
If you don't mind me
Ale coś w tym
asking,
jest. Jest bardziej inteligentny od większości charakterów, których się spotyka.
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
Prawda?
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
Nie.
No,
Jest
no,
wreszcie na
no.
kawie.
Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Vorcha, offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Ja pierniczę.
Well, it wasn't his ear.
A, takiego muzyczny nie istnieje. Też dobra, lubię muzykę klasyczną, to i tak jest całkiem niezły poziom.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tachanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years.
Tak.
It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tachanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went.
No.
We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
To wszystko.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
Tak.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Mordin.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
Właśnie. Coś za coś.
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tachanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Nie, to tak nie działa.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
Ja.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Ma rację, inwazja
Those
żywiołów.
circumstances being...
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else. No personal stake here.
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Dokładnie.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Pewnie tak.
Might run tests on the seashells.
To po 5 godzinach. Ja widzę, że Czakwas wyparowała. Ciekawie ona poszła. Dobra. Czy nasz Loko ma coś do powiedzenia jeszcze na temat tego, co się odwala? Przekonajmy się. Loko Czoko.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh.
Czyli porwać Koregankę i stworzyć armię Koregan.
I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying.
Dzięki.
Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell.
O tak, to na pewno.
More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey, Commander. Hey, Commander.
Dobra, ty już więcej mi nie powiesz. Szybko poszło. Ty kutwa wiecznie spawasz. Czy ty jesteś tak zajebistym pilotem, czy tak kijowym pilotem, że się ciągle musisz coś naprawiać?
Surkesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally, I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
Everything is in order. Everything is in order.
Dobra, to było na tyle w tym odcinku. Odcinek gadany, ale w następnym udajemy się najprawdopodobniej na Tuchank. Dziękuję za oglądanie i hej!